y'all are putting me to work, man. So we got new details again for Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I guess they're starting to release like weekly updates, which is nice. You know, it's really nice. At least we get to learn more about the game. It's just funny because I uploaded a very late video that was supposed to upload last week, and I just got lazy and I didn't do it. So this time I'm recording it, and literally just before this went live, I was getting ready to start recording and prepping for preparing for Mirror's Edge Catalyst, which will go live this weekend. All right. So let's talk about the new website details. All right, I'm going to transfer you guys over to the desktop. Here we are. So we have Follow the Red Runner's Vision in Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Learn how to navigate through the vast city of glass. So we're going to be finally learning how Runner's Vision works in this one. Remember, Runner's Vision has been changed. Before, it was just a way to guide you through the very linear environments, but this time it's actually being used as a navigation point, and it's off by default, which is actually pretty cool. With a wide variety of large districts and 100-story conglomerate buildings scraping the sky, the City of Glass is vast in all directions. Even experienced runners who know all the nooks and crannies can use some assistance in navigating through it. That's where Runner's Vision comes in. Here to help us shed light on this unique view of the Mirror's Edge Catalyst world is software engineer Mark Sherwater. Pretty cool. So, let's learn about what it says. It says, what is Runner's Vision and how does Faith get a hold of it? Runner's Vision is based on the same features as in the original Mirror's Edge. It is a way to highlight objects in front of players to give them a hint on where they're going next. Runner's Vision is activated by the player, but can also be activated by missions. So that's interesting. I guess when you're in free roam, you're going to be setting up, you're going to have like waypoints that you can set, and this will guide you to the waypoint. It's actually pretty ingenious, to be honest with you. But it also says that during missions, maybe during larger levels and missions, it'll automatically set it so you know what your escape route is. That is pretty interesting. Early in Mirror's Edge Catalyst, Faith receives a high-tech contact lens connected to a piece of runner tech that piggybacks on the grid, the city's network. So we saw that in the story trailer. Her friend, what's that guy's name again? He has like a Western accent. I forgot. I didn't read the comics. Icarus. That was it. So Icarus gives Faith the contact lens when they meet up, and that allows her to connect to the grid, which in turn allows her to get a hold of the runner's vision. Through the lens, Faith will get a unique view with highlighted objects marked by other runners. That is interesting. And I wonder, because it's supposed to be an asynchronous multiplayer mode, I wonder if when you're playing the game, can you highlight certain objects for your friends to see? Like, what if you find like a collectible and you can highlight certain objects so your friends can see those objects in the world at any given time if they choose to? That is pretty interesting. I wonder if they're going to actually use that for the multiplayer component, which we still know nothing of, all right? Follow the red is still the mantra. You can specify where you want to go, like in a GPS system. Keep following objects marked in red and you'll reach your destination eventually. Apart from highlighted objects, we also use a red trail to guide you. And that's what we have a picture of up here. You have this weird, these weird artifacts kind of leading up to the pole. It's just guiding you basically to where you need to go. That can be quite distracting. It's just like following like a red. It's pretty much like a driving line. If you play like a driving game and you have like lines on the road, it's pretty much like that. But I wonder if it's going to be a little bit distracting having all these like objects, and like distortion on the screen telling you where to go. But it is supposed to be optional. All right. How much help will the runner's vision give the player? It's up to the player if they want to use runner vision at all, and if so, to what extent. There are 3 settings: off, classic, and full view. I like that. That's classic. That's pretty cool. Depending on your player's style, you'll be able to pick a fitting setting. If you want your exploration to be completely undisturbed, you can turn runner's vision off. That's probably what I'm gonna do when I get the game. I'm probably gonna turn it. I honestly just want to explore the world, do it at my own pace, and figure out my own way to get to things. I'm pretty much gonna play with it off. And if you want some guidance to keep the momentum, Classic and Full View are good choices. So I wonder if Classic gets rid of the red trails here. Like Full View has the red trail and Classic doesn't have the red trail. I wonder if that's what that is. So pretty interesting. You got a gorgeous screenshot right here. That's beautiful. How does runner vision differ from the first Mirror's Edge? Designing runner's vision in the first game was much easier since it was quite linear. This meant we could use a linear route, highlighting the next object, but with the new world of Mirror's Edge Catalyst, plotting a route is much more complex. Even for a car navigation system which only deals with roads, this is fairly complicated. We also have to consider buildings, drop-offs, and other uneven surfaces, which has been challenging. So, pretty cool. How have you solved those challenges? We've tackled it in a number of ways. Apart from a more common navigation system used by a GPS system, we used a telemetry-driven system. We've basically recorded how our players moved during the play tests, and then we back what they did afterwards. Interesting. That is really interesting. Based on this data, we build a heat map to predict where the route exists. Pretty cool. So, previous QA people, the play testers, played this game. They kind of went back and just kind of highlighted the trail that those play testers went in. That's pretty interesting. And you have a pretty cool thing here. It says links layered over telemetry, excuse me. So that's pretty awesome. You got a little, looks like a blueprint or a plot map. Pretty cool. Image from development detailing telemetry data on player movement in the City of Glass. Wow. Keep in mind all those red lines are different paths. That's pretty interesting. It's been surprising to see how players run. What we consider the best route is often not optimal. Players are far more creative than developers, so we know that we'll find new routes. Use this data, we can find paths and add them to the system. I like that. Players are often more creative than developers. You know what? You gotta give developers a lot of credit, but I understand what he's definitely saying. I mean, all my ideas. I'm just kidding. I like to jab you guys with that. What happens if a player makes a mistake and doesn't follow the red? What runner's vision tries to do when you're off the suggested track is plot a route designed to keep your momentum up. So basically it just reroutes you like, a navigation system. For instance, if you fall off a zip line, the new route won't suggest a 180-degree turn since that would make you lose speed. Instead, it will look for an alternate route for you. What has been the most... It's a nice screenshot right here too. What has been the most fun aspect of designing runner's vision? It's been great to see people who never played the game actually keep momentum thanks to this system. They plot a route, start running, and for 10 minutes they keep running non-stop with undisturbed momentum. That is truly awesome. If I see players having fun, keeping their speed, then I know I've done my job. Pretty cool. I like that. So, we pretty much knew, the runner's vision was going to act as sort of a navigation point. This is more about how it's being... I guess this is more of the technical side of runner's vision, like the telemetry and stuff like that, and how they made it and how it adapts to where you're going. But it's pretty cool. I mean, I don't use runner's vision. I'm not even going to use it in the main game, I'm not. So I'm just going to play this game just without runner's vision, probably without a HUD, and very, straightforward, just go, I don't need any, I don't want any icons, I don't need any, any red stuff showing me where to go. I don't need it. So it's nice that they give you the option, and to give you 3 options at that. That's pretty nice. So pretty cool. All right. That is going to be it. So it's just a little small piece of news here. I have to cover this because otherwise people say, why didn't you cover it? So even though this is all information that we pretty much already know, I still want to do a quick video on it. All right. So I'm going to get to recording Mirror's Edge Catalyst, preparing for Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I'm starting it today. It's not going to be uploaded till the weekend, but I'm starting it today, and hope you guys will look forward to it. And I'll talk with y'all later. Let me know what you guys think of runner's vision, and how will you play Catalyst? Are you guys going to use runner's vision? Are you going to have it on classic or full, or just completely turned it off? So, all right, have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.